Welcome to Bedtime Stories. The Little Duck. Once upon a time there lived a poor old man and woman who owned only one thing, a little duck. The couple cherished their duck, but they could not feed her well. And so she waddled around, hungry and sad. Quack, quack, she lamented. Who will feed me? Quack. One day the duck was idly swimming in the river when she spotted something shimmering. Quack, quack, she sang. Perhaps that is food. She paddled quickly toward the glowing thing that sat not far from shore. Ah, she said, what's this? And she snatched at the thing. A purse. Indeed it was, a purse brimming with gold. She flapped her wings and sang, quack, quack. So much gold. Who could have lost all this beautiful gold? Quack, quack. Just at that moment the cruel Prince of Fortune was passing by. When he heard the duck cries, he moved quickly to the river, reached out and seized the purse from Duck's hand. Then, leaning heavily upon his diamond-studded walking stick, he walked as quickly as he could down the road. Poor Duck! She was so astonished that she could scarcely speak. At last she cried out, "Wait, give me my gold." But the Prince of Fortune was gone. The duck stared at the empty dirt road. That cruel prince has taken my gold. Quack, quack, I am doomed. Quack, quack. At last, gathering her wits about her, she waddled back to her master to tell him what had happened at the river's edge. Her master was angry and her mistress wept. "You let all that gold slip through your hand, foolish duck. You are no good to us. We can no longer feed you. Go find the Prince of Fortune and get the gold back, or else you'll have to find another home." Then the old man grabbed a woven satchel, and in this he put some bread crumbs. "Take this and be gone," he said, and pushed Little Duck out the door. Poor Duck! She stood outside trembling before her master's house. "Good master, dear mistress," she quacked, "I will find the Prince of Fortune and demand that he return my gold." And then she turned and waddled sadly down the road. "What's a poor duck to do?" she fretted. "I don't even know where the Prince of Fortune makes his home. And I am just a hungry little duck." Then she came up with a plan. "Quack," she cried, "I'll follow the prince's footprints and the track of his walking stick. I'll find his castle and beg him to return my gold." And off she went, singing a sad, sad refrain. "Please someone help me find my beautiful gold." Quack, quack. Soon she came upon sleek Brother Wolf and Brother Fox sunning themselves by the roadside. "Hello, Duck," they called. "You sound broken-hearted, my friend." "Oh, I am," she wailed. And she told them her tale. "If I do not find the prince and get the gold, I'll never have a home again. I need help. I need friends." "We are your friends," said Brother Wolf and Brother Fox. She smiled. "Will you come along with me, then?" "Certainly," they said, "but we would dearly love a ride." "Climb into my satchel," said the duck. They did, and off she waddled, quacking, "Oh, beautiful gold, quack, quack, quack." The duck and Brother Wolf and Brother Fox had not gone far when they passed a tall ladder leaning against a small house. "Poor duck," said the ladder. She looked up, surprised. "I didn't know ladders could talk," she said. "I seldom have much to say," the ladder said, "but your song aroused my curiosity." So she told her tale. "Would you like my help?" asked the ladder. "Why not?" she said, and she stretched her satchel wide and the ladder climbed in, right beside Brother Wolf and Brother Fox. And off they went, singing their song. Before long they came to the river. "My friend," the river gurgled, "I saw what happened this morning. Terrible. Come help us then." The duck quacked, and the river flowed into her satchel. And off they went. Now they came upon a tree where a bee's nest sat, wedged in the highest branches. "What's that song?" cried the bees. And after the duck told her tale again, the bees agreed to go along, too. Together they all set off in Duck's satchel, singing their song. That evening, they came to the iron gates outside the Prince of Fortune's castle. "There!" she cried. She climbed over the gates, pulling her satchel of friends along. "Quack!" she cried. "Give me my beautiful gold!" At once the Prince of Fortune ordered his servant girl to grab the duck and shut her in the stables with the horses and the mules. "They will show her who's boss," said the prince. Inside the stables, the duck whispered, "Brother Wolf, Brother Fox, help me. You must go after those horses and mules." In a few moments Brother Wolf and Brother Fox had opened the doors and chased all the horses and mules far away. In the morning when the servant girl went to the stables to hitch the horses to the plow, she saw that they were gone. Their duck stood, singing her song, "Give me my gold." When the Prince of Fortune heard this news, he fumed and raged. "Throw that duck into the well and drown her," he cried, and so the servant tossed the duck in her satchel into the well. As she fell down, down, and down, she cried out, "Good ladder, I need your help." And out climbed the ladder. It leaned against the side of the well, and Duck grabbed hold of her rungs and climbed out. At the top of the well, she sang out loudly, "Beautiful gold. Give it to me." Quack, quack, quack. The servants were astonished and afraid, and the prince's wife said, "Give her the gold. She's a witch. Give it to her." But the prince would not be bullied by a little duck. "I will never give up," he cried, and turning to his servants he said, "Fire the oven. Heat it to a white-hot glow and throw the witch to the flames." The servants, trembling with fear, grabbed the duck and tossed her into the sizzling oven. "That's the end," the prince cried. "No one can survive such flames." The servants cheered, but then Duck called out to the river, "Friend, come to my aid," and at once the river rushed out of the satchel and quenched the flames. A few hours later the prince opened the oven door to see what was left. Out walked the duck, quacking happily, "Give me my gold, evil prince. You stole it from me." The prince was furious. "You fools," he cried to his servants. "You can't do anything. Go away. I will take care of this witch." And with that he reached to grab the duck. "I will beat you, till you never speak again." But just as he touched her feathers, the duck whispered, "Bees," and out flew all the bees, one after another. They swarmed the prince and stung his arms, his legs, his chest, his face. "Stop," he cried as one bee stung his lip. "Stop them," he cried as another stung his nose. "Return the gold to that witch," cried the prince's wife. "And run, or those bees will get me too." The prince needed no more prodding. He ran to fetch the purse of gold and gave it to the duck. "You have won," he said. Full of joy, the duck and her friends walked back home. "Quack, quack, quack," she sang. "I have my beautiful gold and now I can help all my friends." Back home, the old man and woman hugged their little duck. And then she waddled off to the river to tell everyone her fine tale. If you like the story, please do like, share and subscribe. Thank you for listening. Good night.